everybody. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Finance on Your Terms. You can still see Mike's cold.
It's still cold out there.
Still cold out there. I'm Danny. Welcome back. We're continuing our series on the Secure Act, that fun piece of legislation that got passed right at the end of 2019 and has some pretty cool impacts on both retirement plans as well as individuals and what you can do with your money. Mike's going to continue the series with his super warm hat. On the individual side, what are we talking about today?
Yeah, so last thing, personal-wise, we talked about was RMDs, and it was, we think, a positive thing because it just allows more time for your money to stay invested and growing for you potentially, because you don't have to take any of it out for a little bit of a longer period. This one, I hate to do it, but this one's a little bit more negative, or could have some negative possibilities for your money, and it involves stretch IRAs. To give you a quick breakdown, if you pass away, if somebody passes away and leaves a pre-tax, so not a Roth, but a pre-tax IRA, 401k, etc., to a non-spouse beneficiary, so someone that is not your spouse, okay? In the past, you have been allowed to slowly take that money out. Now, you've had to start taking that money out, but you could stretch it over the course of your lifetime until that money is no longer there. So for instance, you're 25, live till 75, you could stretch that IRA and take it out for those 50 years. You can't do that anymore. Unfortunately, the IRS has come out with a new Secure Act. They say that the money has to be taken out within 10 years. So for bigger accounts, let's say you're dealing with $500,000. Well, even if you spread that $500,000 out over the course of 10 years, that's $50,000 a year of taxable income. Because remember, when money comes out of a pre-tax account, like a 401k or an IRA, rollover IRA, that money is taxable income to you. So $50,000, which, you know, a lot of people that retire have $500,000 or more,
Yep.
That could really impact your taxable income, your tax situation for that year. So something that you really need to plan for. There's opportunities to possibly look at some different kinds of trusts to maybe shift the money around a little bit, but unfortunately what this needs to be looked at, or when you're planning for this, it's more of a tax planning situation. What else can you do in that year to help you reduce your taxes, knowing that maybe that money is coming your way? So something to keep in mind, something to talk about. What types of these accounts are they affected by? Are you talking to your advisor about how your beneficiaries are laid out? Do the beneficiaries need to be changed? Does a trust need to be set up? So have the conversation. It'll be very important to do so because that takes effect today, or January 1st.
January 1st.
It took effect. There's the difference. If somebody passed away before January 1st of 2020, okay, even if you haven't moved it to a beneficiary IRA until 2020, I've got a client that's going through this, it does not apply. So the death has to take place after January 1st, 2020. So you've got that in mind. If somebody unfortunately has passed away in your life and they've got that going on, that you don't have to worry about it. It's only after you pass away after January 1st, 2020.
Excellent
Anything
point.
to add?
Well, and as Mike said, talk to your advisor. If you have questions, again, shoot us a message, leave us a message in the comments. We're happy to help. This is more for informational. We're not here to sell you anything. We want to make sure your money's doing what it should be doing for you. So with that, turn in next week. We'll wrap up our Secure Act series, and hopefully it's starting to get a little bit warmer. Probably not.
Probably not.
Thanks, everybody.